everybody.
I need to log some water.
If you don't log it, it doesn't count. Welcome to the Thursday night beer chat. I am your co-host, Dana.
I'm your host, Amy. It's not a beer chat.
Well, no. Like I said in the show post, which I believe you're going to share after you log your water.
Of course.
You bring the beer, we bring the chat.
I thought I was on
Teamwork makes the dream work here tonight on the Run Eat Drink podcast live. Hello, everybody. Please, as you drop in, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking tonight. If you are having a beer or an adult beverage of some sort, let us know what it is. We want to live vicariously through you right now. I am still in the midst of the 75 hard challenge.
Yes.
I am officially at the halfway point.
This is the halfway point?
Well, no, day 36. Dang it. I'm not at the halfway point yet. I will be.
What day are you on?
Didn't I say 36 in the last hour?
Oh, my God. Look it up.
Hold on.
For God's sake.
Oh, do you like the Rhonda Lee says she likes the new slogan? I you know what?
What's the new slogan?
You bring the beer, we bring the chat.
Oh, sorry.
Log your water.
I'm sorry. Stand by.
Day 38. It is officially the halfway point. So there you go. Hello, everybody.
38.
38.
Thank God.
You know, you're subjecting yourself to this out of a sheer support for me, and I do appreciate that. I mean, that's a level of.
Is that what you appreciate about me?
It is indeed.
Speaking of the
Funko Pops that we opened in the last hour. I didn't bring those in this go around.
But I have Funko Pops of my own based on a television show everybody should watch.
Yeah, that one's actually out of view of the camera.
I know.
We'll have to move them to a position of prominence.
Yeah.
At a later date.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amy's got the set of Funkos that went along with the TV show Mad Men. That's a favorite of ours. I think you're rewatching it for probably the fifth or sixth time.
I don't know.
I'm rewatching for the second.
I'm not sure, but I love that show.
I can't believe that in all of the months we have been living the pandemic and post-pandemic life, we didn't rewatch more TV series than we did. I mean,
like which ones?
Well, I don't know. This will be a great question for the group as everybody comes in. Please say hi in the chat, drop a comment, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking. And the question at the moment right now is going to be, during these pandemic months, what TV shows have you rewatched or TV series have you decided to rewatch? Okay.
I successfully logged the water.
I want to say that we started but didn't complete a rewatch of Battlestar Galactica.
Did we start one?
I think we did.
No, we started The Expanse and we.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
I'm not confusing the two. It's just I know that we picked up some sci-fi. The Expanse, we started that. No, rewatch. I'm kind of surprised I didn't say let's do BSG again. That's just a phenomenal TV series.
I totally
the
would.
Ron Moore version, not the 1980.
Edward James Olmos.
Well, yes, he's one of the actors in the one directed
that one
by Ron Moore.
That one.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, Josh.
Josh is in the house.
I'm tired.
Making his way back home from the ATL.
You must be tired.
You've got to be exhausted.
I'm perpetually tired.
Yes, that is the side effect of 75 hard. You definitely are perpetually tired. I don't know. Like, if you're a high school athlete, 2-a-days, no big deal. As you push into your 30s and 40s.
That's because you're a teenager and you have no energy depletion.
And just in case anybody is wondering, this is a no-hito, meaning it's everything about a mojito that's not rum.
Mm-hmm.
So sparkling water, lime juice, simple.
Yes.
Deliciousness. Oh, Rhonda Lee's got some suggestions here.
Here we go. Right here.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yes.
Oh, we got to get on that.
That one's I've seen. I have not actually, of all things, I haven't seen that all the way through. I've seen certain episodes, and I love the snippets that get aired online.
Yes.
Superstore, I've caught bits and pieces.
Seems funny.
That one I think I would enjoy a lot.
Yeah.
That one reminds me, I don't know, like having worked retail in the past, and you having worked retail can probably appreciate some of the scenarios and personalities. And I'm sure they have archetypical characters from the retail life.
Oh, yes. I'm having flashbacks right now.
I haven't seen Critical Role, and I want to.
Can you talk to me about it? I haven't heard of it.
You have to Google it
I
and get
am
the
woeful.
deets,
I am
or have
not.
Rhonda Lee give us a quick explanation for the uninitiated.
Okay. I'm not, what do you call it? Like you cool kids. You know, I am
Let's not get carried away here.
not cool.
You're very cool.
I'm not cool. I just, you know what's cool? All the people we shouted out on the show this week for their races.
And
Can we talk about Susie for a minute?
And we had, Susie living her best life. There you go. That's it in a nutshell.
Critical
Role, like role playing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's one I need to watch. Given that I'm in a Dungeons and Dragons group, helping a friend of mine do a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. So it's presented its own set of unique challenges. I thought that I had the most remote setup, and I was rapidly schooled that is not the case in the group. So trying to make audio capture work for a person running their part of the campaign through a cellular connection running Discord, and the Dungeons and Dragons or the D&D Beyond software at the same time is in a remote part of Texas. Really interesting stuff. And then trying to make that sound good.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said,
I mean,
presents
I just let you do what you do.
It presents its own set of unique challenges.
And I watch Mad Men. I rewatch Mad Men while you're gaming.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, John Schroeder is in the house over here on Facebook, and he says
Listen,
Ozark and Money Heist.
When is the new season of Ozark coming?
The preview has dropped. The trailer's dropped.
I'm ready. I'm totally ready. And I know Money Heist. We've got to. I know.
Yeah. Okay. So here's one for you.
I know.
We talked about like what shows you've rewatched.
Yeah.
There is one that we have not gotten into yet. And it's one of those cultural phenomena, kind of like Tiger King. Except
I want to know what he's talking
about.
Well,
Tiger King was kind of like watching a slow motion train wreck.
Yes.
And,
yes, it was.
And it was a shared experience. Nobody's arguing that was amazing television, but it was a shared cultural experience.
Yeah.
What is getting some critical acclaim and also a lot of attention on social media is the Squid Game.
Yeah, I guess we got to get on that.
So that's one, and I've been really surprised at how much people are saying that you've got to see this, and it has some deeper stuff to it. But I'm starting to see now memes coming from it, and I'm like, okay, I've got to get on this and see what this is all about.
What's the name of it again?
Squid Game.
Squid Game. Makes me think of calamari.
Sure.
But that's
I don't think it has anything to do with calamari.
I know.
And then John is saying that morning show on Apple TV. That's one that you like.
Yes.
And you've said I will not like.
No.
So.
You will not. I don't know. You might.
You're usually a pretty good judge of what I'm going to like and not like.
It's very well acted. It's very well done. But I will tell you 100% what I would go back and rewatch this minute from Apple TV. And I think that you know what I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would.
I would rewatch Ted Lasso right now.
Yes.
In fact, we probably will between now and New Year's, I'm guessing.
We better.
So that's going to
All I
happen.
have to
Another
say
one.
Is
That,
the new season coming after New Year's? Because I'm obsessed. You just don't know.
Josh is just, he's going counterculture, and I have a lot of respect for that. All streaming.
I understand this. Yes.
And I'll tell you, it's one of those where, like, if there's something you're particularly interested in, dip in and then dip back out. Having, being just all about that. I definitely there's plenty of other stuff to do out there, but we've been watching some stuff. Like I said, Ted Lasso has been really good. Rhonda, cannot recommend that one highly enough.
What?
Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Again, funny and more heart than you would expect, especially coming from Jason Sudeikis.
I love it.
The guy who brought you We Are the Millers, and
No.
what was the one where they're
Hi Trip.
What was the other comedy? The not Bachelor Party.
Horrible Bosses.
Horrible Bosses is another one, but the one where they're in Vegas for his
The Hangover.
Hangover. Thank you. Yeah.
That's Jason Sudeikis?
He's one of them.
Which one was he? I don't remember him. I only remember.
I'm pretty sure. Check me.
All right. Stand by.
Stand by. Go into the internet.
Stand by. You catch up and say hi to Trip.
Trip is in the house over on the tubes. The YouTubes.
Yeah.
Which I have to tell a funny story. Since we talked about gaming with Critical Role. And now that you've recommended Critical Role, I'm going to probably start on that tomorrow. The DM who's running our game has a bit of a tongue-in-cheek sense of humor, and he's created a magic item in our game that the group has come into
a magical item.
Yes, come into possession of. And it is a wooden tube made of the wood of a yew tree.
A yew tree?
Yeah. YEW. And this magical item, if you look into it and ask it a question, it will show you images to answer your question.
Like the YouTube.
And if you fail to answer it, it's only how-to type questions.
I'm so sorry.
And if you fail to answer it or properly phrase your question, it will only show you images of cute animals or beasts.
Why won't it just rickroll you?
Well, I actually talked about that. I suggested it, and then the rest of the group got very angry that I gave our DM an idea. So I've been banned from giving him ideas.
Okay. What? Let's get a list of his stuff.
Yeah, I'll actually, Rhonda. It's pretty funny. I'm hoping we can get everything together. What my buddy is learning really quick about podcast editing, especially if you're doing a lot of editing in a group where you're trying to get it down, like to get a 3-hour gaming session down to about an hour, is that it's a lot of work, and you've got to do a lot of note taking as you go. So he's learning that his workflow. JoJo's in the house.
What can I say about this?
Am I incorrect?
What are we looking
You were looking for Jason Sudeikis in The Hangover to see if I'm correct that he was in The Hangover.
Do you get it? Is this him really? He was in The Mandalorian?
What was he in The Mandalorian?
Stand by.
You put enough makeup on people or put them in a helmet, of course. They're like, yeah. I mean, what's his name? James Bond was in
He was Bike Scout Trooper number 1.
Oh, yeah. The 2 biker scouts when they were standing around.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He was the one who like bitch slapped Grogu.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Now that's another series that we've rewatched. We have rewatched The Mandalorian. We're talking about TV series that in these months of the pandemic and post-pandemic that we have rewatched. Another one that we really were very surprised by was the Schitt's Creek.
Oh, that was so good.
Schitt's Creek was so surprisingly
Horrible Bosses
funny.
2.
Am I wrong? Maybe I'm confusing him for somebody else because I thought
What was I supposed to look at him
for The Hangover.
for The Hangover?
Trip says he's not in The Hangover.
He's not in The Hangover.
Okay, well
He's
then
not.
I'm confusing him for somebody else in that
Hmm.
cast. But he is in Horrible Bosses.
You're Zach Galifianakis.
It's Ed Helms I'm confusing him for. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're right. Now that you say the name out, or Trips posted the name, you're right.
Thank you.
You rock.
Oh my god. Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Once hubby finishes the current show, I'm hoping we'll be able to start playing again. Your husband's your DM. Very cool. Well, if we're this current gaming group is going through some classic D&D content, and once that's over, I'll let you know. We may actually have some room for more players because I think some people may not make it through this this campaign. Oh gosh. Amy's just like, whatever, go do your nerdy thing in there for 3 hours every week. It looks a whole lot like I'm in here doing a podcast because I'm recording everything and I'm uploading files and all that. But in the middle of all that, I'm calling out actions and rolling dice. Oh no, Trip, that's not stupid information. That is mission critical trivia that would have had me up till like 3 a.m. going, he's got to be in there. And I know that now that it's a Mandela Effect in the alternate universe I used to live in. He was in that movie. What? Are you not familiar with what a Mandela Effect is? You look at me like I have 3 heads when I said that.
I'm not.
There is a whole subset of stuff you could be. You could think that you remember from a childhood or an old memory, but it's not that way anymore because our universe's timeline has split. So many people swear up and down that they remember that Nelson Mandela died in prison.
No, he did not. He was released.
But there are a lot of people who believe that he did.
No.
And they remember him being talked about dying in prison. So that's where the name Mandela Effect comes from. Like people who think that there's such thing as stovetop stuffing.
I'm sorry, what?
Some people are like, I remember stovetop stuffing. And if you go back and look and try to find old commercials, it's not stovetop stuffing.
It's not, no.
So you and I came from the same alternate universe. There are a lot of people out there who genuinely are thinking that we've had multiple splits into alternate universes. I know.
It's not, but
JoJo's like, ooh, I love that stuff, right?
What, stovetop stuffing? Yes, I had it as a child. I loved it.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had it, but honestly, that was one of those things. If my mom was getting that out, I knew it was going to be a good night. I was all about that.
That's a good little comfort food kind of deal. I
mean, come on, it's bread. It's oversized breadcrumbs and sage, basically.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
But it's fabulous. I would have it again, except for at the holidays, I am really just dead set on my dad's stuffing or dressing.
Okay, her dad does this dressing. Mm-hmm. It is ridiculous. It is a cornbread base with hot sausage, golden raisins, and walnuts.
Yeah.
Mixed in.
It's Granny Smith apples.
Granny Smith apples.
Yeah.
It's insanely good.
And he makes the cornbread that is the base of it. just.
All right, I got it. Rhonda, you're gonna have to explain to me how
What?
how your mermaid character goes adventuring on land. I'm assuming there's some shape shifting that goes on there, but that's pretty cool.
Shape shifting?
Did I go? It felt like 7 years for me, Josh.
Oh. You
Oh,
could have.
Josh and Trip are going back and forth. And Joe's like, I love that stuff. Yeah, me too.
Yes.
I would still. I honestly,
I would still
I don't
eat
know
it.
why we don't get that every now and then.
It's like also I would get macaroni and cheese. Like Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's such a simple one. I mean, I got spoiled because I mean, you've had my mom's mac and cheese. That's
Yeah.
we very rarely did Kraft mac. She would just do regular, her version.
Well, I'd have that any day.
But she also fed me and the entire neighborhood with pasta dishes. So she'd do mac and cheese. She'd do the macaroni, hamburger, tomato.
Oh yeah, you've talked about that.
We've had it on the show. Featured it on the show. Showed
Yeah.
everybody a plant-based version of it.
Yes.
Yes. And that's a real, treat for me. It's a comfort food,
Did you
type
have
thing.
beef stroganoff as a kid a lot, or was that just like, because I didn't?
Not a lot. I liked it on the occasions my mom would make it.
Yeah.
That was one of those dishes I really looked forward to.
My mom never made it.
Oh, my mom
It wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't a thing. Old El Paso taco kits. That was a thing.
That was never a thing.
It was such a big thing.
I'm not even sure we had it once.
Like
as a
warming,
maybe once.
warming the hard corn shells in the oven just slightly before making the tacos.
Right.
Yes.
Clearly, we're all over the map tonight, guys. So
yeah, I'm sorry.
As you guys are
Food.
jumping in, please say hi. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking, if anything. We are having, I'm having a mojito, and Amy's having like fruit juice and seltzer.
Yes.
Both sans the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Mojito, of course, is everything about a mojito except without the rum.
And we're
talking TV series that you've been rewatching over the pandemic,
or things that you should watch and haven't gotten a chance to.
Yeah, we are kind of all over the place on that, but that's kind of how that TV talk started.
Yeah.
Currently, what's coming up that I'm super excited about is the Foundation series. That's an Apple TV production.
Isn't it out?
It's out, but not
really
the whole thing. They're
really
only
have
doing.
To focus on it though.
We're going to sit and focus on this one because I'm very excited. Although what I'm trying to avoid as much as I can, they're saying basically like it is so divergent from the books. Don't worry about the books.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, fine. As long as I know going into that, I will say this is inspired by the Foundations series, not a translation. When it comes to translations, I'm incredibly excited about Dune in the theaters.
Yes.
The new reboot or remake of Dune.
You are.
Yeah, that looks pretty incredible.
You've shown me the trailer on several occasions.
And I want and somebody has not seen the original David Lynch Dune.
I've heard about it.
It's something.
How it's insane.
But
I have not.
Did you watch Twin Peaks?
No.
Oh.
You?
Right. I tried. I
could not get into it.
No. I did not see the appeal. I was a little young for that. Wasn't a huge fan. How about you guys? Twin Peaks? Anybody?
No.
But the original Dune is so strange, and they were trying to cram so much of Frank Herbert's work into the movie. It's the book's too dense.
You have to have a trilogy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And they do say that the thing I've heard online is that this movie really ends abruptly because they're Warner Brothers is kind of planning on a trilogy, except they haven't already started production on the second movie yet. So might be lacking some planning on their part.
I'm telling you.
Rhonda Lee's character is basically Ariel. That's great.
Well, she has lots of good theme songs.
But punishment is that you can't move very well on land. That makes sense. Oh yeah, I've heard that it's on HBO Max. A couple of reviewers I've
Now?
said, yeah, they did the co-release,
Oh,
which we have, but a couple of reviewers said that it
got to
is
see it in the theater.
very beautifully shot and worth seeing in IMAX.
Wasn't there another movie that somebody was talking about that you have to see in theater? Or was that the one they
That
were
was the
talking about?
one. I
Okay.
think you heard
No
me
worries.
watching one of the
Yeah.
reviews on that. They were saying really this is one worth seeing in IMAX. It'll be worth it.
Mm.
So I'm very curious
Mm.
about that. Good sci-fi right
Mm.
now and in the last few years has been really few and far between. The Expanse, I think, has been great.
Yes.
I mentioned Battlestar Galactica before that.
I think Battlestar Galactica is better than The Expanse.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would agree.
I'm just saying.
I've not been very happy with what they've been doing with Star Trek. So I've done my best to try to get into Discovery. I just can't.
I tried to. Right along
Um,
with you.
you were a
Mm.
trooper for that. Um,
Mm.
and then what they've done with Doctor Who, I'm just like, stop.
I can't. I just can't.
So they brought back one of their better writers from Doctor Who. So they may be writing the ship there. We'll see. Time will tell. Probably
Yeah.
be another 12 months before we get any episodes, I'm thinking.
Hey, before we go on, I really have to say Maria Miller,
Yes.
Jennifer Fink, and Susie, they crushed races past week.
They did. In
And
fact, we shot them on this week's episode.
Yeah. So
They
Susie,
also crushed some beverages.
which I love because Susie did back-to-back halves on 2 separate days, back-to-back, and in 2 different states.
Yes. She was literally embodying the runcation lifestyle,
Yes.
which I love.
Mhm.
And then there was an IPA,
And she found
which I
coffee.
may love. She found caribou
Caribou
coffee specifically,
coffee. Yes.
which I was very happy about, which offset the IPA, which may or may not have been awesome.
Well,
It's a
just don't
50-50
have them
shot.
at the same time, right?
Well, I mean, we were at a race and grabbed a post-race beer that was a really piney IPA, but I don't remember which race it was. And I remember going, this was a poor choice. So I'm hoping hers was a little more,
I think I've blocked it out.
citrusy.
I think I've blocked that out. But
And JoJo gets to see Susie next weekend and just the following weekend.
now wait a minute. Which races are these?
Yeah, do tell.
I don't remember.
Let us know.
Yeah. we need to know.
We need to know so we could shout you out. I mean, that's important.
Yeah. Savannah.
Savannah, right. Rock and roll.
Right? But where is she seeing Susie? So Jessica, I think, is Savannah.
And Flying Pig.
Flying Pig. Because I'm so used to thinking of Flying Pig in May.
Right.
And not realizing about all the races that have been stacked here in October.
Yeah, that has been really weird. I mean, again, with that whole back-to-back with Chicago and Boston. And
Unbelievable. There are some people that did both.
And Darlene.
I don't understand that. Darlene, how are you doing? And we are thinking of you. We are thinking of John. We are thinking of many members in the Runcation Nation tonight that need extra love.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and let me just say, all the people who are running those races and just,
we're 2 weeks out from our next big one.
I'm struggling though. I'm struggling, to be honest.
Your IT is not loving you right now.
No.
Well, you know what it may be? It may be a case of that you should probably back off. Maybe that's going to be the route to take, and then just do some strength training for the next 2 weeks.
Maybe
strength and balance training. You know, do some Bosu ball, do some deep knee squats, and focus.
Well, I don't want to go too far.
Well, you know what I mean. Doing some squats to build the quads, and the Bosu ball to build everything else. That Bosu ball's evil.
It is.
Evil.
It must be punished.
That thing had me just dying last week. I was doing battle ropes from the Bosu ball, and I was hating life, hating it.
Anyway,
so
I'm
that
just
might
saying,
be your way to go.
Everybody is being they're killing it and very inspiring to me. So that's all I'm saying.
And JoJo hasn't run in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but didn't she just do a half somewhere?
Well, yeah.
So,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
got to recover.
Josh, let me tell you, she's very understanding. She knew what she was getting into when she married me. I have an entire, actually, grab those 3 right there on the end. They were in a box.
Stand by.
Stand by. She's very nice. Now, this is but
I just want you to know. Just tell them what's right next door to this.
Why don't you show them? There. So here's what she's going to hand me.
You better have it. Oh.
If not, we're getting a new mixing board here. So as you can see here, this is the 3-book set, the starter set for Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you, dear.
Oh, you're just giving.
I'm just showing that.
Giving it immediately back.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, hold on. Sitting right next to it on the same shelf. Wedding album.
It's her wedding album.
So
D&D and the wedding album on the same shelf.
So she's been very, very understanding over the years.
On the same shelf.
I can tell you, I used to, when I used to work overnights, I would actually come home. We'd be like 2 ships passing. And then sometimes just to get unwound from work shift, I would.
We're so young.
I'd do a couple of hours on World of Warcraft. Not quite as intense as Dungeons and Dragons, but same genre. Just a different execution. Nobody needs to see me that young.
You're
No.
So cute.
Back when my hair
You're
had
so cute.
had a little less gray in it.
Can I not?
No.
No. You're not gonna let me. Okay. All right. I'll post it on social media sometime.
Hey, at least we have ours like relatively out where we can get to it and review it. Most people,
when have you ever reviewed our
all the
wedding
time.
album? All the time?
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
I'm in this room for 3 hours a week minimum without you. You have no idea how many times I've looked through that book.
I can only imagine how well it goes with D&D.
That's not what's important right now. And you guys can't quite see it yet, but we have been joined on the podcasting table by one of our cats. Yes, Rhonda Lee, we are classing it up.
We are classy. I can't. We're so classy.
Josh, you go get some rest, man. Long day at work. Hopefully you're home.
Yeah.
You be safe.
Yeah.
We will talk with you soon.
I'm glad you're home safely.
100%, Rhonda. You got that right.
What did she say?
Best campaign of my life.
What?
You.
Me?
You.
Nah.
It's quite the adventure. We're going on an adventure.
Is there a ring involved? Yes.
Yeah, there clearly was.
There was.
One ring to rule them all.
Well.
Not home yet. Well, be safe.
Oh. Well. Arrive safely to your resting place.
Exactly.
And then get some rest. Yeah.
So yeah. Little peek inside there. You're welcome.
Are you
everybody.
sure I can't show?
I'm sure. Nobody needs to see 23-year-old me.
He's so cute. He's so cute. I'm just saying. He's so cute.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I'll be getting some Just for Men and trying to recapture that look. And
I think you are very distinguished.
I was going to say, don't say distinguished. No.
No? Sexy.
No. Gray. Gray is the appropriate adjective there that we're looking for.
Does the facial expression just do it, or do I need to say that's BS? Just saying. Okay.
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 So, any others that you want to rewatch while we're?
Ooh.
I mean, we're in the midst of rewatching Mad Men. If you have not seen Mad Men, I hadn't no idea that I would actually enjoy this show. Turns out I actually very much enjoy
And
the
it
show.
turned you on to old fashions.
Yeah, I mean, I'd had them
Yeah.
before, but yeah, I mean, even more so.
Yeah.
There's something about watching that show while having an old fashioned. It's like you're part of the show.
I love it.
She puts up with me. I don't know why, JoJo.
What? No. It's no put up.
Well.
It's support, encourage, love.
Hold on. This definitely backfired. I was trying to get the cat off the table, and now she's over here literally rubbing up against the mixing board.
The
so again, if things go wonky, it's because the cat is. It's going to be like that scene from National Lampoon's Vacation where the cat, chews on the cord.
Oh, that's Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation, yeah.
I was like, whoa.
And I saw Rhonda Lee say that they've got to have a Doctor Who Christmas special so she can continue her 5-year Christmas tradition of her Christmas tradition of falling asleep 5 minutes into it.
Oh.
Maybe. I haven't heard that they're going to do that. I don't know.
Won't we? I don't. Yay!
Thank you.
Did you?
And did we see it? She's like, I haven't seen it, but I like the idea of watching it with an old fashioned.
Oh my god!
Good. And
just do it.
Trip, yeah, yay, kitty. Yeah, as long as she doesn't set the studio on fire, we're good.
I think she just wants to be near the equipment.
Well, that's always the case. Anytime you open like a laptop, boom, cat's right there.
And that's like every cat. Every cat wants to do that.
I saw somebody online. They said that their theory was that cats just want to emulate you. So they made a little kitty laptop out of an old iPod and like put a keyboard on it and a hinge.
That's adorable.
And then they sat it down in front of the cat to keep the cat out of their lap. And apparently the cat was totally into it.
Was it a working iPod?
It had a screen and it was showing like a static image of a desktop.
Oh, interesting.
And the cat was just chilling out and checking out its own laptop. It seems like a bit of an expensive alternative.
I guess you just really have to be into that. Yeah.
But it was very cute nonetheless. I mean,
again, like into fashioning that for your cat.
Well, again, this is one of those things you can go down the infinite rabbit hole that is TikTok.
Well, that's true. It is
all kinds of stuff.
We were just talking about like like you're on this endless challenge, and
75 asterisk hard challenge. Yeah.
And we're like, it's like a TikTok video where it's like, it's day 149 and my humans, or what does he say?
I was day 68 at first, and then I got 10 days in, and we said this is silly, just start over when we get back from Tennessee.
From all our travel.
That's 78 plus 38. That means I've now been
he's doing the math now.
I'm now on day 116 of the 75 hard challenge. I don't recommend that. I'm just telling you, like we jokingly say that we're perpetually tired, everything hurts, and I want to die.
I want an old fashioned so badly. I do. I really do. I so want an old.
You don't even want to like drink to excess. You just want to have a nice cocktail with a meal.
I do.
Yeah.
And I also want is John Schroeder still in the chat? Because I want a steak from Leroy Southern Kitchen.
And the last time we went there, we went with John.
And I am not sharing. I just want to make that abundantly clear. It's going to be way too much for me, and it's all mine.
Oh, I was going to say, isn't that a 48?
I don't care. I don't care.
It's either a 48, no joke. It's either a 48 or a 64 ounce.
I don't care.
And I can tell you.
We're going to find out right now.
she's not kidding. She will order it. She will work on it till she's, ready to, be carried out of the restaurant and then bring it
Onto it.
home and
Okay.
snack on it later.
Yes.
John's like, I'm here and let's go.
What? I don't know. I can't remember how big it was.
She's going to find out. And John, we will plan on something for end of November.
What do you mean end of November?
When I'm off this challenge and I can
yeah.
have a little bit of meat. That would be nice for you all, not to make me watch you eat meat.
I'm so sorry.
There are times, Rhonda, you would not. There are times where we're like, get your own.
I don't share food. No. Well, I mean, sometimes
there are times where we're like, get your own. This is delicious. I'm like, okay.
Oh my God. Did you know that Leroy's has a meat and cheese board? Jeez.
This is a place that we have covered on the show. And if you guys missed that episode or want to go back and check it out, Leroy's Southern Kitchen does some absolutely fantastic food, but they are an amazing restaurant specializing in Southern cuisine, but they are also a bourbon bar, and they have everything you could ask for and more.
He's hiring a car service.
This time. Leroy's and Nice Guys all in one night. Oh boy.
Oh, we'll need a limo for that. We will. It's 48. It's 48.
Okay, I knew it was some insane amount of beef.
It's bone in, and you get 2 sides. The Anson Mill grits, or the baked mac and cheese, or the Brussels sprouts, fried okra, which is like the all whole, not just little pieces.
Yeah, this place does. I mean, I still hearken back to the meal that I had there, which was their barbecue pulled pork with collard greens and corn cakes. And the corn cakes are basically corn pancakes that you used as a soft taco shell to hold your pork and collards.
Taco.
They were amazing.
Do they still have it?
Oh, I don't know. See, I've lost her to the menu.
I'm so sorry.
We can't eat at for a month.
I know. Don't touch my ribeye. Exactly. Tripp knows the exact cut we should get.
Ribeye,
correct. It's correct.
There are times where, like, you'll get a fillet every now and then. Sometimes you feel like you like to do like a fillet, especially if they have like a horseradish crust.
Yes,
I've seen you do that.
Sure.
But ribeye is her go-to, and truthfully, it is mine too. I'm a big ribeye fan. I'll also do prime rib.
I'm looking
because there's just something so right about a properly roasted prime rib, and that's why I enjoyed it so much in Tennessee.
I'm sorry, but I can't find. Oh, thank God, it's still there. The pork and pancakes you had.
Yes,
it's still there.
Glorious.
They've reorganized their menu.
So clearly, we're making plans. This is going to happen. You're seeing it right here, guys. We'll do a meetup.
Perhaps we do
if you need an excuse to come to Florida.
Perhaps we do a live from Leroy's.
Oh.
Live from Leroy's.
There you go.
I want a cornbread old fashioned. Do you understand what I mean?
And that's one. Yeah. Well, the cornbread old fashioned, that's very unique. And that's where, come to think of it, that's where we introduced John to old fashions there. Yeah.
To like a bourbon. Yes. But it's okay.
As far as restaurants go, there really are worse places to like kind of get introduced, because they do bourbon flights, and they have everything from, the inexpensive house bourbon you might want to have at home to keep in your own house. And then they have the aspirational bourbons like Blanton's and Pappy Van Winkle that will admittedly break the bank.
Pappy Van Winkle, 15-year. How much? You don't even want to know.
Go ahead, let them know.
You don't even want to know. The 15-year is
$250.
$250. I would
for
have
a 1.5 ounce serving.
Would have to have won some kind of major thing.
Well, somebody's retiring in March. Just saying.
Okay. But you're not really retiring.
Oh, I'm technically retired at that point. I just get to,
Yeah.
I'm allowed to continue to work for up to 5 years after I retire.
If you want to dial it down a notch, the Pappy Van Winkle 12 year is only $200.
For 1.5 ounces.
Uh-huh. Oh, Michter's has a toasted barrel strength. That's $50. Hey. I mean,
What? Darlene. No joke.
what happened?
Darlene retired. Today was her last day. Congratulations.
Damn it. We should have been celebrating that this whole entire time.
Yeah, you buried the lead.
Congratulations, Darlene. Cheers to your retirement.
And the dogs are celebrating too.
Cheers.
They don't know why we're applauding. Dink.
To you.
Good for you.
We're so happy for you.
That's a great place to be in career. Everything after retirement eligibility is just frosting on the cake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wish I could be there.
Took an early retirement.
Good for you.
Yes.
Life is too short. You should savor every moment. I'm reading a book right now as part of the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's talking about how you like what are you spending your time on? What are you spending your time on? And I know it's like if you were not around tomorrow, what would you regret not being able to do on a daily basis? So
deep thought right there. But
yeah. So Darlene, get after the retirement. Yes,
absolutely. And this year, if nothing else, has taught us and reinforced those lessons for us. So
just gonna work business part-time and
run all
the races.
All
of them.
Right.
Yes.
I love that.
I'm so happy for her. That is excellent. Well done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I like ending things on a positive note, and I don't think it gets much more positive than
No,
that right
Darlene,
now.
we're so happy for you, and we want your retirement to be full of fabulous runcations.
Yes.
Sorry, fabulous runcations.
Now maybe we can, hook up with Darlene at some point on a race, because she'll be able to go accomplish, explore, and indulge somewhere where we're going to be.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Loving that.
I'm telling you. Yes.
And Katie, did you get off work? Katie's in the house over on Facebook.
Oh, good. Welcome home. We're so happy you're here.
Absolutely.
I was pulling up the roster.
Katie messaged the other night. She's like, "Have you seen this?" and sent me a screenshot or a photo of Hershey's Yingling.
Oh yes, we've seen it and we love it. Darlene, are you still here in the chat? And if so, can you tell me which races you're doing at the Donna?
Katie's just popping in, stealing a minute to say hi.
Well, still at work. Oh, hang in there. I know those late nights. It's not. Yeah, you're going to make it.
Your whole first couple of years at Apple, you were like
nights. Closer.
You were a closer.
Every night.
Yeah.
All the working nights.
She's doing the booby trap.
Yay. With the half marathon, because there's Josh and Jessica that are doing it with the full.
Doing it with the full.
Yep.
They're beasts.
Good. Yes.
I am looking so forward to. I don't know if we might beat them across the finish line, even though they're doing the full. But I'm so looking forward to catching up to everybody in the Runners Village there, and then hopefully migrating over to Post Tavern.
Probably should call them.
and
Tell them, listen,
taking over.
I know that this race is not until February, and that'll be a whole different year, 2022. But you should
We need a
know
reservation.
we need a reservation, and we're going to be there forever. And you're just going to have to, I'll just keep ordering drinks and
food.
Yes.
Yeah. The drunken chili.
Nachos.
Drunken chili nachos.
Or you could get it on the burger. It doesn't matter. Just saying.
It's equally good.
I'll just keep ordering things.
They did have that burger that I got. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. Black Cat, I think.
I think you're right.
And it was buffalo shrimp on a burger.
Oh, that looked so good.
It was good.
That looked good.
Oh yes, JoJo.
Nachos.
They do a beer chili that they specifically make for topping. Well, they make it in-house, and then they put it on. They have a burger that they put it on, and they have nachos that they put it on.
Or they'll serve it by itself.
Or they'll do it by itself. It is phenomenal. And depending, because every now and then Florida randomly decides to participate in winter, you can get some pretty chilly, moist weather up there for the run. And after the run, a hot bowl of that chili.
I'm telling you.
On the nachos.
We should call them and let them know. Listen, we're all coming.
There will be shenanigans.
Yes.
I mean, tons of runners converge there.
But we need, there are like, what? I don't know how many.
That actually was not an intended bad pun. Oh yeah, JoJo.
We're going to need like a table of like 10 or 12.
That'll be great. That'll be awesome.
We're going to need that.
Okay. We're making hungry. We're sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Kind of. Yeah, that was an unintended pun.
And she's not feeling well right now, so.
Well, maybe some chili would help you feel better.
Possibly warm the soul.
Her staff, Darlene's staff, took her out Tuesday to celebrate, and they got piles and piles of loaded nachos. There's something. Okay, good nachos.
It's so right.
Okay, so here's a question for everybody.
Oh, okay.
If you're doing nachos, what is your preference? Do you prefer cheese sauce, or do you prefer shredded cheese with it put under like a salamander to melt it?
Are we talking, or are we waiting for
everybody? Everybody.
All right. So what do you prefer?
I'm kind of split.
Why are you split? No. If it's a cheese sauce, it needs to be on the side, because if you pour it all over the chips become soggy.
Depending on what else is on the chips, though.
Right. But that is a white queso. I think like white queso on the side.
White queso. One of our local restaurants here that we haven't been to since we went with John. Does a white queso with their house-made chorizo.
It is so good.
Good Lord.
Cheese sauce.
Okay.
Yes.
See, and Darlene's like, not if you eat them fast enough, they don't get soggy. Exactly.
Well, I guess, but
JoJo, you drizzle the cheese sauce. But see, if you order it on the side, do you ever get enough? That's the problem.
I don't know.
Trips coming down on the side of cheese sauce.
I like the cheese under the salamander, like with the crispy cheese bits.
I was going to say, now the one thing I do love is that, like, when you really get like almost burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just golden enough, so it's like a crispy layer on the chips. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you eat it fast enough, the chips don't get soggy.
I get it.
Now we did the trash can nachos at Guy Fieri's place in Louisville, Kentucky. That was pretty incredible.
It was,
and I know people like to rag on Guy Fieri. I think he's great,
but it was good.
And his food was killer.
I mean, I love cheese with a good pull, like if it has a good pull.
I don't think you really get that though on nachos too often.
Maybe not.
String it like stretchy
I don't
cheese.
do nachos correctly. Apparently, it's okay.
No, it's not that. I don't know that any place is making it like that.
I don't think.
Can you think of any?
No.
I mean, I don't think there's a wrong answer here. And
Why can't we have like pulley cheese and also the sauce?
pulley cheese and the sauce.
Yeah. The sauce on the side to dip.
I'm down for
And,
that.
okay.
I'm just saying, I don't think you see that a lot.
All right. Well, did you hear that Darlene retired?
Yeah, Darlene retired. She had retirement nachos. I love
She had
that.
retirement nachos, and I bet they tasted awesome.
JoJo makes homemade nachos.
Oh,
I bet they are awesome.
I used to do that.
You did. And we'll sometimes even cheat a little bit and use a base of the salt or
The
hint of lime Tostitos. Oh yeah. And it is really about the right ratio. You can overdo it
That's
for the
true.
wet stuff.
She makes a valid point. It becomes soggy if you don't have the right ratio.
Although then it turns almost into like a Frito chili pie.
Well, that's
which
not
is not
bad
horrible.
either. That's not bad either. I'm telling you. Well,
and Darlene's
yes,
like, make me
both.
some, JoJo.
Mhm.
And Trip agrees with both.
I mean, I think that research needs to be conducted. You know it.
It's all in the name of science. We're just saying.
Research.
Oh, Huntsville. It wasn't nachos per se, but they did have amazing beer cheese in Huntsville.
Yes.
Green Bus Brewing.
Oh.
And
but then Toy Box Bistro.
Toy Box Bistro is absolutely one of my favorites that we've ever covered on the show.
I know.
Period.
I know.
I'm so impressed so far with Huntsville's food scene.
Mm-hmm. Strong. The game is strong. So, Darlene, if JoJo's telling you come to Huntsville, go.
100%.
Just do it.
And I can do that now that I'm retired. See, now I can't wait to be able to say that.
But now, what's going to happen when we want all the food that Darlene makes?
True. We're going to have to, converge and get sample again for science.
Okay. We'll have to ask her to do it. I don't know.
Oh, I know.
She may not. She's retired. But
JoJo is retired, but then went to work again.
Oh my God.
Amy's like, you're doing it wrong.
Well, no.
She's too young to retire.
No.
Even I'll be too young to retire.
Yeah. Both of you are setting yourself up for success. And I'm just going to be working until I'm like 90.
I just want to be a kept man. So you don't have to work till you're 90.
What?
You don't have to be a kept man. Or you don't have to work till you're 90. I just get the big one and then I can just be a kept man for like 5 years.
Get the big one?
The big assignment.
I don't know what that is. Yes. From the Army.
We remember.
Yes.
No more MREs for you.
No.
Or for us for that matter.
No.
After that one.
Oh no.
That one live.
No,
I don't think
sorry.
I don't think I've sold Amy on that.
So sorry.
Exactly, JoJo. This is what I'm talking about.
Bring home lots of bacon so Dana can be a kept man. Where am I going to get this bacon?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Podcasting.
Perhaps.
Those things wreck your system.
They
do.
I have to be talented enough to do that.
We were not loving the after effects of the MREs.
Mm-mm.
That was special. So
also the aftertaste.
Hats off to the men and women in the service that have to eat those things.
Unbelievable what you go through.
You would think that the worst thing they're going to face on the battlefield is the enemy.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, yes, but
no.
No.
Okay. It's 9 o'clock straight up.
I know.
And sadly, she's got to be at work early.
I do.
But she has a set schedule now.
I do.
At least a starting point and ending point.
We just have to figure out what to do with that.
You're still trying to figure out the coffee chat thing. I get it. Because everything between your start point and end point is chaos. or
Unscheduled.
unscheduled.
Let's just say unscheduled.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you're a fast-paced mover and shaker doing government social media who has to react to things in a tense and dynamic and rapidly unfolding environment. So
Now you know what I do.
see, there you go.
A stellar job that I'm doing
She's
right
like,
now.
I'm gonna write that down. That sounded really good.
It does. I'm gonna write it down. Maybe I'll achieve that and feel like I'm good at it someday.
You're getting there.
You know, and then maybe I can feel like I'll be able to retire like Darlene
And JoJo.
and JoJo
And me
and you.
in just a few short months.
Yes. And
We
maybe I
love-
can have
we-
retirement nachos.
We love you, JoJo. And oh yes, retirement nachos.
Retirement nachos.
What's better, a gold watch or golden cheese sauce on crispy chips? I mean, come on.
Okay. You win.
Or golden cheese.
Whatever. I'll take whatever at this point. Whatever.
And JoJo's right. They understand.
I'm glad and thankful. I'm trying.
Nachos,
Alright.
baby.
Just perpetually.
Okay, when the 75 hard ends, we're gonna sleep in. I'm just saying.
On one day. And I will tell you that the dogs will probably not let us sleep
Oh.
in. How much you want to bet?
Well, that day of sleeping in will actually have to be like a vacation day where we're not here and the dogs are boarded, because they will not let us go past 6 a.m.
That's true.
Normally it's not past 4
They're
a.m.
going to be like, get up, we're hungry and we love you, which is so great. But it's not sleeping in.
No, because then you got to try to get back to sleep.
Yeah. It's so great. I love it. But I also want to sleep in one day. Just one. Just one.
So anyway,
Well, we
it's
just have
after
to
9
like,
o'clock. I put you to bed.
we have to take them on a run like the night before if we're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're
Okay.
gonna board them
Oh,
and
okay.
then
All right.
go do a staycation
All right.
after the 75 hard.
Okay.
So, guys, thank you for coming over and hanging out.
Happy
here for an
retirement.
hour. For those of you that are retired, thank you. You are
Yay.
living my dream and your
Mine
best
too.
life.
Mine
And
too.
Darlene, congratulations. We are super thrilled for you. That
Mhm.
is fantastic. And she said they could keep the watch unless it's a Garmin.
Garmin. That's so true.
And Rhonda knows our dog life. Hers woke her up to go to the bathroom at 3 a.m.
They do it. I love them. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
No, but they are like clockwork
Yes.
at 4. So
That's true. Even when it's daylight savings. When we fall
is-
back or spring forward, it doesn't matter. It's the same hour.
it's true.
But I love it.
They're consistent.
I love it. Yeah.
We do have a new episode up in the feed that dropped yesterday. No, day before yesterday, dropped on Tuesday.
Yes.
And
You're not used to it because we're usually here on Wednesday.
right. So please check that out. We hope that you'll enjoy that. It's a little local love because it's
Yeah.
training week for us.
Mhm.
But,
But I think we talk about a lot of good stuff in the running segment.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we touch on some great stuff,
Yeah.
and we think you'll enjoy it a lot. So you can always check that out at runeatdrink.net and click on listen now. Of course, we would love for you to subscribe in your favorite podcatcher and not miss an episode. We will have a new live stream on Saturday morning for my couch to
Yay.
10K. It's a 4.3 mile
4.3?
long run.
Oh, okay.
And this is your intervals are optional for the long run on this. So it can be a 4.3 mile walk.
Yes.
So there may be some coffee chatting, some walking, and then some interval work as well towards the end
Very nice.
on that one. So if you can join us, that'll be around 7 a.m. Eastern, as soon as the sun gets up high enough where you can see us.
That's true.
That'd be great.
So
So
we're not in the dark.
exactly.
So it's not like the Blair Witch Project.
No, it'd be nothing like the Blair Witch Project. But please come and check that out as well. We would love to have you.
Yes.
And then, of course, new episodes up every Tuesday.
Mhm.
So runningdrink.net. Check us out. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. We're glad that we can help you tune out the world for an hour or so here. Don't forget that next week we're doing the same thing here, but we're an hour earlier. We're over on Instagram if you want to come hang out over there as well. We'd love to see you there too.
You
So,
all have a wonderful night too.
we'll talk to y'all soon.
We love you.
Good night.